I think mentorship is important because it gives you an opportunity to get guidance that you may not have ever had. And I think it makes a difference because you're giving advice to individuals, leading, guiding, enlightening them into various areas. Most people work 9-to-5 positions, and that aspect of mentoring is one way. But when you look at an entrepreneur needs to basically embrace other individuals because you're out, you may be on an island sometimes when you think you're an entrepreneur, you're out there making it happen, you're looking around and finding out best ways to introduce yourself and make yourself relevant. I think they work hand in hand, and that's what we teach, to be able to come together, work together, and always being able to help others get to the place or their purpose in life to make them successful. My name is Kevin Smith, and I am the CEO of Restoration Community Resources. The organization actually started as an aftercare program for individuals coming out of incarceration as a part of a prison ministry. From there, I just looked at an opportunity to help young men before they made a mistake. My former occupation before I got involved with Restoration Community Resources as the CEO, I was an executive recruiter. And so from that, I just know that it was important for individuals to have various skills and to be able to communicate, be able to represent yourself in a positive manner. And so that's how the Entrepreneur Mentoring Program came about. The 7 pillars are what we believe are the foundation of the organization. So if you take out a major pillar, it basically messes up the foundation, or there's a crack in the foundation, or the foundation is not as established as it should be. We think that spiritual enrichment, spiritual growth is very important to understand how to have a good foundation when things may not go your way and you're down, and so we think that that's important. We think community service is very important when you're applying to schools. And it just gives them an opportunity to connect to the community and show them that the community involves around pretty much volunteers. And then of course the scholarships, investing in them. And we call it a scholarship. We know that everybody is not geared towards college, but we call it a scholarship because we basically want them to know that it's an investment in them. So we have some of the young men who have gone on and served in the military. Some of the men the young men have gone on and served in a more trade school ability, and some have went on to 2-year, 4-year schools. A couple of the young men have went on and played professional basketball. So just a variety of pillars that they all interwove together to make a solid foundation for the organization. Services that we provide for the young men are services that we believe may not be actually addressed in schools, such as public speaking, financial literacy, showing them how to help with their money, how to show them how money works in a positive manner, etiquette, we think that's very important, manners, being a young man, how to groom, how to represent yourself in a positive, respectable manner. It's a safe place. It's a place that the young men can be confident that what they say is held in the strictest confidence. Not that we're ever taking them away from their parents, but we want them to be able to trust us in a way that they may not get the right answer that they want to hear. My wife and I raising a son of our own, we just felt it was very important to have support and to be able to have relationships once you graduate from high school and even into adulthood. And so we believe that they benefit from having a family environment. We all hear the saying about it takes a village to raise a young man or a young lady. Well, that is so true, because after they graduate, they're able to come back, they have a safe place where they can help others. It's an opportunity for them to reach back and give. So it's an opportunity for them to have everlasting relationships, and that's just what we really think is important.
My name is Jayton Anderson. I am in 4th grade at Woodard Elementary School, and I really love helping people with devices and stuff.
And I'm Gerard Anderson. I am a school social worker of over 25 years, and I'm also a financial wellness coach on the side, and I'm a mentor here at Restoration Community Resources. We meet every second and fourth Sunday, and basically what we try to do is just teach our young entrepreneurs life lessons to help them prepare for life right now in school and then life beyond school.
Helping them become what they want to become and trying to help them accomplish what they want to accomplish, like goals or anything related to that specific topic, so they can become any job they want to become when they become older.
I always describe this as cyclical mentorship, and so we're not only teaching them, but we're learning from them as well. So they have a place where they can come and be themselves, because sometimes learning this type of information isn't always cool or acceptable in regular school settings. So it's kind of a safe space for them to come and learn about things that they probably wouldn't ordinarily learn about in school, and to be able to do it amongst peers. And it's a cool thing to be learning about money and finance and public speaking. And we just give them opportunities to share things that they're learning that help us teach them better. A lot of our young entrepreneurs, they go and master their craft and their skill sets, and they come back and share with us or with the current young entrepreneurs the things that we taught them when they were a part of the program years gone by.
I am Ashton Souls, a former mentee of Restoration Community Resources, and I've come back and now I'm a mentor at RCR. So I started with RCR when I was about in 9th grade. I was brought by a church friend, but once I went and I kind of saw what was going on in RCR, I was exposed to the different businessmen and their successes. I think Minister Kevin, within my first couple months, bought one of his first business $1 million checks. And that's something that always stood with me. He kind of showed us that success and started to lay out the ground path on how to be successful. Being a part of RCR and just being exposed to different men who had kind of walked the same paths that I was getting ready to walk post high school. Getting exposure to entrepreneurship and business and understanding what it takes to start a business, run a business, and getting exposure to a lot of other things. I think it's so important, and is actually one of the reasons that I went to school for business, studied business administration. Financial literacy, learning how to budget, learning what credit is, all of the different skills that we focus on here in RCR really gave me that first world exposure before I took that step out on my own. So it wasn't the first time I was hearing those things, and I didn't make as many mistakes as I probably would have without it. There was a time in my business career early when I was working for AT&T, they did a lot of layoffs. And I didn't get laid off, thankfully, but it made me realize that I didn't have enough tangible skills even at that point. So I had to decide what I wanted to do, how I was going to move forward. So from that time, I decided to get into IT. I went to YouTube University, studied for a couple of certifications, and was able to turn that into a job. And for the past 8-9 years, I've been in that field, so now it's become a career. Being a little bit, younger, a little bit kind of closer to the mentee age, I felt like I knew or was aware of all the things that they were going to encounter in the next couple phases of life, whether that was after high school, after college, kind of navigating the job market. So I was really led to come back with my experience and make sure the kids were prepared, again, from a public speaking standpoint, from a professionalism standpoint, from a financial literacy standpoint, which is, one of the things that I find most important. I think it's so important for our kids to understand those things, as well as being able to build tangible skills. Every lesson plan that we come up with, everything that we're doing, I try and turn it into a tangible skill. What's something that you can produce? What's something that you can do? How can you actually show these skills, again, in the marketplace, whether it's job market, entrepreneurship, or even being able to create something yourself. So I always try and tie the different things that we're teaching them into a tangible skill that helps them in that area. That's what they're going to need in this job market, in the entrepreneur field, or anything they want to do thereafter.
Hello, my name is Alfred Lewis. I'm 16 years old. I'm a junior at Langston Hughes High School, and I'm a mentee in Restoration Community Resources. My mom was having a conversation with a school board member of the name Kimberly Dove, and she was just asking her about like youth groups or mentorship programs that would be good for me, and she recommended RCR, and I've been a part of this program since I was 9, and I've enjoyed every part of it.
Hi, I'm Jeremiah White. I'm 18 years old. I am a senior at Lafayette County High School. I am a mentee at RCR, Restoration Community Resources. One day when I was 15, my dad was like, hey, there's this mentoring program that Mr. Kevin has, and I want you to go see what it's about. So I went, and since the first day I realized that I liked it.
A lot of people there are still trying to figure out what they want to do, and some people know what they want to do, but it never hurts to get that extra opinion, And RCR, the mentors, they always give opinions because they've been through more things, so they're always able to offer their input and advice.
I really enjoy spending time with my mentors, just being there alongside the way, giving some advice, giving me a little study tips, and being someone you can talk to about regardless of what it is. It doesn't have to be school. It can be about basketball, or it can just be about life in general. Just someone that's there to give you some positive advice and just like a second father figure to you.
So we're really big on prayer, lifting each other up, encouragement. And we'll also have a lot of guest speakers from tons of different walks of life. We've had NFL players come in here, people a part of NASA, just to give you different views on life. And, like they said, a window of opportunity, that's our motto. So it helps us with that.
When you know what you want to do, but you don't know anybody that's in that field, RCR has so many connections where it's like, you might want to, physical therapy. Okay, we know several physical therapists that can talk to you, that can help you as you get along to that path. And, there's just people that's there every step of the way. Having a mentor from RCR has made a difference in my life for sure. It's always cool to have a dad who talks to you or have parents talking to you. But when you have somebody else that's other than your parents that's talking to you that maybe was in the field that you wish to pursue, it's always good to talk to them or have them pour some sort of wisdom into your life.
One of my favorite sayings is there's room for everybody to win. So if you've reached somewhere in life or you're in a certain position, you can always help others.
So one of the standing axioms of Restoration Community Resources is a window of opportunity. Our trademark, having a window of opportunity. So Jeremiah, what does that mean to you, a window of opportunity?
What it means to me is basically just an opportunity to do something, staying open-minded. Failure doesn't stop you. You can keep trying. Always just be open-minded, really just be open-minded.
Great, good answer. What about you, Alfred? When someone says a window of opportunity, what does that resonate? How does that resonate to you?
Well, I mean, life is like filled with different experiences and possibilities. So I mean, you know the saying, you only live once. So a window of opportunity to me means like doing everything I can with this, lifetime I have, whether that's trying to be a scientist, an astronaut, learning about film and television. It's just really taking advantage of everything that is offered to me. So yeah, that's what a window of opportunity means to me.
So we've kind of discussed a lot of things this semester in RCR. To you guys, what does a successful young entrepreneur look like, or what makes a successful young entrepreneur?
Well, honestly, like self-belief, like ambition, you have to believe in yourself and just know your brand, what you want people to view you as. You also have to know what you want to view yourself as. So I think that's, what it means, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a young entrepreneur looks like someone that takes it seriously, someone that is willing to get up every morning and just try. You know what I'm saying? You might not want to do it many days, but understanding like, hey, this is something very important. Let's give it a shot. Just keep showing up.
Absolutely, keep showing up. And based on some of the things we talked about, what really resonated with you, or what have you been able to apply to your life, whether it's school, finding a job, applying for college? What things have we talked about that have really been beneficial to you guys?
Budgeting, understanding the importance of money, and saving, right? Not just spending carelessly. Just because you have money in your hands doesn't mean that you have money to spend, right? You want to be able to save for the future. And something else is the importance of academics. Academics is very important, especially for me, as a senior.
For me, it would probably be time management. I mean, I'm a student athlete, I'm a part of the drama program, so, really having my priorities organized is something that's really big to me, and you guys, help instill that in us.
So Alfred, I don't know if you remember this, but when you first came to the mentoring program, your mother and dad brought you here, someone had invited you, and I think at that time you were 8 or 9, and I asked you, what did you think of the program? And you said, this was absolutely amazing, and so much impartation took place. And I said, well, how old are you? And you told me you were 9, but your mom said, well, how old do you have to be to become a part of the mentoring program? But at the time, it was 10. Mm-hmm. But listening to you, we changed it to 9. So, what have you experienced in your last several years in this program, and how do you think you've grown?
Well, first of all, height. Obviously, it's been 7 years, so definitely height. But I'm honestly just confident, like you guys always talk about self-belief, and I feel like that's something I don't think I struggle with, but it's definitely something I needed to sharpen. And I became a more confident person. You guys talked to us about public speaking, so I've been able to, be better with my words. And yeah, that's what I've seen in myself. I'm still growing day by day, but it's a process, and I'm happy about where it's going right now.
You, Jeremiah, can't remember how old you were, but I know you've been in the program several years, and I talked to your dad for consistently bringing you here, and now you're here. Where do you see yourself growing, and what have you experienced in the last several years that you've been a part of the program?
Well, I must admit these 3 years definitely went by faster than I thought they would, but I've realized that I've learned a lot about being a leader. So basically just speaking up more, being a leader, coming out of my comfort zone. A lot of confidence growth, definitely. If you would have asked me to speak, I would have been a little nervous. I would have said yeah, but now I'm more like, yeah, let's do it. I'm more willing to do it because I've learned that being an RCR, you got a lot of people that's going to pour into you and helping you out.
I agree, though. Yeah. You have definitely grown with your ability to speak, so that's just awesome.
Absolutely, and of course, your brother was a great mentee that we had in this program. He was a leader, and obviously with him graduating, we were looking for, some new seniors, upperclassmen to take over, and I think you stepped right into that spot and have, I've seen, so much growth, whether it was in your study habits and, the grades and different things that you've been able to accomplish, your exposure to what you want to do and those goals that you set for yourself. So we're really excited to, sad to see you go, but excited to see what you accomplish in these next few years. And same thing, Alfred, been watching you grow for the past couple years, man, and all of the things that you've already accomplished are so great, but really I think you stepped into that leadership role as well, and even been able to implement some of the things we talked about, like the financial literacy. I think you took a finance class and looked into some stocks and different things. So excited to see, what the next few years, your last year in the RCR holds for you, but also the years after that, man. Super proud of both of you guys.
Thank you.
Sometimes when you look at an entrepreneur, it's not just a position of making money or a business. I think it's a mindset and being able to really make an effective way to be a bridge, to be a helper, to be an assistant, to get people in a way of thinking out of just the normal way of everyday life. Just being excited about making things happen, giving you self-confidence, being in a position where you look at a glass always as being half full, never half empty.
Having a group of, men who have kind of walked the path that I'm going down, being able to call them, lean on their experience, lean on their support for different things. I think that community has been probably the most beneficial part, starting off and even today.
It's building relationships that are everlasting. We've had young men that have come out the program 15 years ago. We just celebrated a 20-year anniversary last year, and they continue to stay connected. Even when they're out of town, they'll call and just say, hey, just wanted to see how we're going. So it's just great to always have that. When you come home, you can go somewhere and feel at home, and that's what we want to offer to the young men.
It's like a brotherhood thing, It's always someone you can talk to. It doesn't matter the age level. Everybody has experienced something at some point, and everybody has learned something.
You get to build a community with people similar in age. It's also about even people that aren't a part of the program, where we can always go out and, try to recruit, let people know about, what this program has to offer. And that's just the beautiful thing about it is really anybody can come in here and just find themselves.
Start believing in yourself a little bit more, then the possibilities of what you can do begin to expand exponentially.
The future of RCR, we want to leave a legacy not as a name, but really as a staple, a foundation that people can really come and embrace success and whatever success looks like to them, being happy in terms of realizing that your purpose is being fulfilled in life. One of our standing axiom is a window of opportunity, and we always ask the young men, what does a window of opportunity look like to you? And we look out of a window and you look as far as you can see. And we always want the young men to embrace the fact that you can be anything that you want to be, and that you're not limited by the color of your skin, you're not limited by your education in terms of where you're coming from and what school you went to. Just being able to apply in life that you can succeed in any aspect of life that you want to pursue.